Good morning, friends. How are ya? I am on here today because I wanted to film a video getting ready with me using some of the things. I can't use all the things, but some of the things that I purchased during the Sephora sale. So let's get into it. If you want to see what this face is gonna look like in a few, keep on watching. So during the sale, I purchased the Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. I got the small bottle because I wanted to try it out and see how it works on my face. So we will use that as our kind of primer, I guess. I don't know. Whatever it is. It feels really nice on the skin. And, oh, I have a little, I guess, sometimes during the night, I have dreams where I cry and I wake up. I thought I washed my face. I don't know why it, Okay. Technical difficulties, guys. Technical difficulties. Okay. So, here we go. It feels really nice on the skin. But for my foundation today, I'm going to use the Milk Makeup Skin Hydro Grip Gel Tint. I got mine in the color 8. I know that most of them are sold out, so I have to say I've used it twice already and I loved it. I've used it with the Merit oil thing, and I've used it with the Milk Hydro Grip primer. I have that one in kind of the glowy one I have. So let's get into it. I really do like this tint, although I have to say that it's not really as light as I thought it would be. Meaning, like, it doesn't have the texture of a light skin tint like, let's say, my Dr. Jart has, but it covers nicely. You still see some things popping through, but it does take away most of the discoloration. So I do like it, and it wears really nice on my face. However, it is very hydrating. And I have a feeling that I might not really be able to use it during the summer as much as I thought I would, because it is very hydrating. Maybe if I try it with like a mattifying primer, which I do have, but so far, like right now, it's not too hot here, relatively speaking. It's not quite summer yet. It's hot, but it's not quite summer yet. So I can get away with a little glow by the end of the evening. But it does get glowy. So I want to take and it matches me perfectly right now. I read like a little meme on Instagram or somewhere, I don't even know where, that said, somebody said, oh, it's hot, and somebody replied like, oh, like Florida summer, and somebody from Florida replied, no, we're just preheating. We're still in the preheating part of our seasons. And yeah, I have to say that Florida gets hot. So I might not be able to wear that because it does get hot, and it gets so unbelievably hot and humid where like you don't even get like a little reprieve in the morning or in the evening. There's no breeze. It's just stale, wet air. You know what I mean? Anyway, I love it. Don't get me wrong. That's my type of weather. So some concealer that is not from this sale, but I do love it. And it works really well with this foundation, this rather tint. So we'll go in and do that. And I have to say, I don't have to use a lot of concealer when I use this tint because it does have really It's like a medium coverage. So if you're expecting like a light coverage, you're not gonna get it with this tint. It is medium, in my opinion, medium coverage. Okay. So that, my friends, is it for what I got as far as complexion. I'm going to actually now use a little bit of contour that I did not get during the sale, but it's the Charlotte Tilbury contour, and I want to kind of use it up because it's almost out, but I want to use it up, and I'm gonna work with one side at a time because, as I've mentioned before, I think these were out for like the longest time, and I have not heard from anybody, but I do have a feeling these were reformulated and they dry up so quickly on the face. So I have to, my husband's walking over the dog and I see him through the window. I have to use one side at a time because they dry up quickly and they become really, really hard to work with. So let's put a little over here. I used to love these quite a lot, actually, before they not reformulated, if you know what I mean. I used to love them. I went through quite a few of them, and then they ran out and they didn't come back for a long time, and then they came back and I'm having trouble with mine. Again, nobody mentioned realistically, well, nobody mentioned whether or not they were reformulated, but I feel like they were, and they're not as good. Unless I got a dud. Make sure that everything, okay. So this is my face. I did not get a coral blush during the sale. It is coming, but it's not here yet. So I did go to Ulta one evening, and I purchased this little DIBS duo, and this one does have a coral blush in it. And the duo is number 2. It's You Do You. This is it. And I'm going to actually use it because I'm wearing a coral dress. So I'm gonna use that. So it's not from the Sephora sale, but it is new. So we'll put that on. It's a very, very pretty. I got the size of my nose itched so much. I don't even know why. Okay, so it is super pretty. Look at that. I've been looking into purchasing the NARS liquid blushes because I saw this girl on TikTokies use it, and it just looked so pretty. So I've been like eyeing that. I think I might actually purchase it during the sale. Yet another purchase. But this blush is super pretty. Okay. Let's set everything, and I'm gonna use the old formula. I'm sad to use it because I know it's no longer available, but I have to use it up because it's gonna go bad. So we're gonna do a little baking, very slight baking. And it's not, I have both. I have the rose one, and this one is Satin Blanc too. And I am determined to kind of use it up before it goes bad. And I've had it for quite a while. It's still really good. My friend just purchased during the sale, she purchased the new version, and she didn't know that they changed the formula. And she was so upset. I told her, hey, they changed the formula, blah, blah, blah. she was so upset. She was like, this is ridiculous. Why did they do that? I've had ample opportunity and ample amount of time to grieve, but she just found out and my heart goes out to her. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's that. During the sale, I purchased this NARS Hot Escapes palette in one, and it is a pink palette, but I think the bronzer and the highlighter, and this will work beautifully for this look. So the bronzer is Laguna one, so it's a classic. So I'm going to go in and put that on, because I think with this look, it will be great. My grays are showing. Okay. So normally I wouldn't like swirl all around my face with the bronzer, but I did set my face so nothing is moving. Yeah, I definitely want to purchase the peachy version of this, because the bronzer in there is Laguna 2 or 3, I believe, and it will be much better suited for this look. But this palette is actually, I'm not a big fan of NARS palettes, but I have to say that this palette is amazing. It's not as hard pressed as most NARS palettes are, so picking it up on your brush and putting it on your face is actually working out really well. This is the highlighter in this palette, and the highlighter I believe is called Ophelia. It is very nice. So I don't know if you could tell, but it's beautiful. And you know how I like to put it on my brow and on this side. Okay. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to, well, you'll see when I get to my eyes. Okay. So let me just swirl that around. And that, my friends, is it for the face. Let's move on to for the eyes. I actually only purchased one thing this time around, and it is this Urban Decay, what are these things called? Glazed eyeshadow sticks, and mine is in Sugar Twist. So it's a very beautiful, okay. Now mama can't open it. Okay, it's a very like beautiful shimmery liquid eyeshadow. So I'm going to use that, but I didn't purchase anything else during the sale. So for my crease, I'm actually going to go in and use this bronzer, and I'm going to put the bronzer all over the lid. I'm into that look during the summer. I'm kind of a I'm kind of a one and done type of girl when it comes to these things. Sorry, minor interruptions from my husband. Anyway, I'm going to use the bronzer, and I'm going to put that in my crease. It's going to be a very easy look. So I'm going to first start on the crease, make sure it's sufficiently blended out, and I'm going to pull the crease out, and that's that. And then I'm going to kind of put it all over my lid, but I will concentrate it mostly in the crease. Sorry if you hear my husband making himself coffee. I'm going to do that as well on this side. Make sure everything is nicely blended, and I'm going to take on this eye, I'm taking it up a little more, because as you know, my eyes are very hooded, and this one is slightly more hooded than the other one, so I always have to kind of pull out, pick up the the eyeshadow a little bit higher here. Okay, and then all over the crease. And then I'm going to put a little bit under here. I don't want to do anything crazy because it is daytime and I do have errands to run. So nothing too much. Okay, so that's it. And now we're gonna go into this eyeshadow, this glittery eyeshadow. You do have to shake it up because I feel like the bottom of this thing does not reach the eyeshadow. So shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Okay. Let me move you in a little bit closer so you kind of see, as close as it gets, how nice this shadow is. Put it all over. Look how beautiful. I am considering getting one more. I think I want to get Space Cowboy. So let it dry and then I'm gonna go in a second time. Here we go again. It smells a little medicine-y, but not like crazy. All right. So let me see if this is dry. Nope. But I will use my finger kind of to spread it around a little more. Let's put on a little more. Look at my cheek. Look at how pretty the cheek is. I'm so happy with my face. Actually, I kind of attribute how my face is looking to that oil because I've used it. This is like the third time I'm using it, and my makeup has looked amazing all 3 times. And the tint is really nice. I have to try it with another foundation and see. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna put a little bit in the inner corner so that I have like a little something there. And that, my friends, is it. This is the look. I'm going to go off camera to do my eyebrows and my lashes, and we'll be back to finish off the face. Okay. Eyebrows and lashes are on. Let's finish off the face with the lips. And my lips are going to be super simple today. I didn't really purchase anything crazy during the sale for the lipsticks. I got one little thing, but it doesn't go here. I got the Prada pink gloss balm thing. So I wanted to keep this peachy and orangey. So I'm going to use a MAC lip liner and a Summer Fridays lip butter in Poppy. So let's do that real quick. That's kinda, it's never ever quiet in my house, guys. It's never quiet in my house. So it's either I don't film or we tolerate the noise. But I don't live alone and I'm not a professional, so there's that. Okay. Lip contour is on. This is in Stripdown. And now let's do the little lip gloss. And as I was saying, I'm really into like a simple lip these days. Just throw on a little gloss and I'm done. So this, my friends, is it for the look. This is the final look. It's simple yet elegant and everyday-ish, and you can wear it during the day if you want to. If I were going out, let's say I would throw in a liner and maybe deepen my blush a little bit more, put some glitter on my shoulders. But this is what I'm going to wear today. This is how the look came out. I think the products that I used from the sale are gorgeous. They really work well together, and I really enjoy every single thing that I got. I hope you like this video, guys. If you're new here, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for staying. Thank you so much for subscribing. Of course, don't forget to like and comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.